It's funny, having been a garden designer for so long, I can't even look at gardens now. I just kind of, all I can see is imposition and lack of care, really. And it's not lack of care from a bad place. It's just that I know what it could be. I know how we could be using these spaces to help rather than to create some kind of a creative construct for our visual pleasure, you know? So I know it's a big leap for most people to let go of the idea of a garden, but really what gardens should be, hopefully you can hear me, what really should gardens should be food growing spaces, and the rest should be given back for the other creatures we share the planet with. It's as simple as that, really, that they can have somewhere to live, because they really don't have places left to go other than these tiny wild patches that we have. And it's really hard on them, like, and they don't have a voice, so we have to be their voice. And we can be a pretty loud voice by inspiring other people to do stuff that's really important and beautiful. So people have loads of questions about this. They want to know how can they have playing spaces, etc., if they're building an ARK. But it's really straightforward. It's about your intention. So if your intention is to hold as much support as possible in your land with everything that you do, then it'll shift the balance completely. So for example, if you have a lawn because you have kids and they want to play football or whatever, if you're lucky enough to have that much space, then instead of having a monoculture of hardy non-native grasses, you know, sow a mixture of native herbs, native grasses and clovers, and that's much more resilient and hardy than the grasses anyway. And it's also supporting a lot more creatures, a lot more pollinators, birds like blackbirds, they like the short grass, and you know, and it's also giving homes to those wild native plants which also need our support.